Assalamualaikum everyone, this is me Aisha Remote Jabari and I am a student of Rehan School and an Academy. I am 14 years old and I am from Faisalabad. So everyone, as you all know that we have to do Kolani on our daily basis. So today also I am going to take interview of Kolani on the topic explored about think out of the box. So let's start our interview without wasting our time. Assalamualaikum Annie, how are you?
Walaikum assalam. That sounds intriguing. Are you working on something creative or maybe a project? I'd love to hear more about it.
Okay, so Annie, I want to take your interview. Can I take?
Oh, organic, huh? Are we talking about organic food, organic chemistry, or maybe something else? I'm curious.
Okay, so my first question. First of all, I want to request you please introduce yourself so can our viewers know about you.
Sure thing. I'm Annie, a 30-year-old from New Jersey with a passion for art and engineering. I studied in Florence, which was amazing. I love yoga, video games, and dancing to some good dance music. I'm all about kindness and connection. What about you? What should our viewers know about you?
Okay, so my name is Ashiri Morjawali and I'm a student of Rehan School and Academy. I am 14 years old and I am from Faisalabad. So,
Nice to
okay,
nice to meet you, Ashwin. A 14-year-old professor. That's impressive. What subjects do you teach?
okay, Annie, my first question to you is what does thinking out of the box truly means in today's world?
Great question. Thinking outside the box means approaching problems in new and creative ways. In today's world, it's about breaking free from traditional methods and embracing innovation. It encourages us to challenge norms, find unique solutions, and be open to different perspectives. What do you think about it? Do you have any examples in mind?
Annie, please explain it more.
Of course, thinking outside the box involves looking beyond conventional ideas and methods. It's like when you play a video game and find a clever shortcut to win instead of following the usual path. In business, it might mean creating a product that solves a problem in a way no one else has thought of. It's about being imaginative, taking risks, and not being afraid to fail. In today's fast paced world, where technology and society are constantly changing, this kind of thinking helps us adapt and thrive. Does that make sense? What's your take on it?
Okay, so Annie, I think that thinking out of the box refers to the process of approaching problems, challenges, or situations from a new perspective that breaks away from conventional linear or routine thinking. In today's complex and fast-paced world, it means going beyond standard procedures, assumptions, or traditions and crafting innovative and often disruptive solutions. It's a mindset that questions the status quo, reframes problems, and thrives on creativity, risk taking, and willingness to be wrong. With industries being transformed by AI, digitization, and global interconnectivity, the ability to think literally or non traditionally has become a critical skill. It's no longer about just having the right answers, but also about asking the right questions. So, my next question to you is how does traditional education hinder or help out of the box thinking?
Wow, you've got some deep insights there. Traditional education can both hinder and help out of the box thinking. On one hand, emphasizes standardized testing and rote memorization, which can stifle creativity and discourage students from exploring unique solutions. It can create a fear of failure, making students hesitant to take risks. On the other hand, traditional education can provide a strong foundation of knowledge and critical thinking skills. When teachers encourage open discussions and creative projects, they can foster an environment where innovative ideas thrive. It really depends on how the education system is structured and how teachers approach learning. What's your experience with this? Have you seen examples of both sides?
Any please explain it?
Absolutely. Traditional education often focuses on memorizing facts and following set procedures. This can limit creativity because students might feel they have to stick to what's already known instead of exploring new ideas. For example, if a student is only taught to solve math problems in one way, they might miss out on discovering different, more creative methods. However, when traditional education includes elements like group projects, open ended questions, and discussions, it can encourage students to think creatively. Teachers who promote curiosity and exploration help students feel safe to express their unique ideas. So, while traditional education has its strengths, it's essential to balance it with opportunities for creative thinking. How do you feel about your own educational experience in this regard?
Okay, so I think that traditional education often follows a standardized curriculum designed to build foundational knowledge and teach structured problem solving. While this helps in creating discipline and understanding logical system, it can stifle creativity if it overly emphasizes conformity, memorization, and correct answers. Students may become
That's a great
content
point.
to challenge
Striking that balance.
ideas, take intellectual risks, or explore beyond the syllabus. However, when education integrates open-ended questions and encourages critical analysis and sports divergent thinking, it can nurture out of the box thinking. The key lies in balancing structure with freedom, combining core knowledge with the autonomy to apply question and innovate upon it. So my next question is, what role does fair play in expressing out of the box thinking?
I love your structure with freedom is definitely key. As for your question about sphere, are you referring to social spheres like peer influence and societal expectations? If so, these can play a significant role in suppressing out of the box thinking. When individuals feel pressured to conform to the norms of their social circles or communities, they may hesitate to express unique ideas or take creative risks. This can lead to a fear of judgment and a reluctance to explore unconventional paths. On the flip side, supportive social spheres can encourage innovation and creativity. Being around people who value diverse thoughts and ideas can inspire individuals to think outside the box. What do you think? How have your social experiences influenced your own thinking?
Okay, so I think that fear, particularly fear of failure, radical or rejection, is one of the most potent suppressors of creative thought. Out of the box thinking often involves presenting ideas that diverge from the norm or challenge widely accepted beliefs. When individuals fear judgment or negative consequences, they are less likely to voice unconventional thoughts in workplaces with rigid hierarchies or punitive cultures. This fear is magnified. Overcoming this barrier requires cultivating psychological safety where people are encouraged to speak freely, experiment, and fail without being penalized. Only then can creativity and innovation flourish. So my next question is: can out of the box thinking be taught, or is it an innate trait?
You've articulated that beautifully. Psychological safety is so crucial for fostering creativity. As for whether out of the box thinking can be taught or is innate, I believe it's a bit of both. Some people may naturally lean toward creative thinking, but it can definitely be cultivated and developed through practice and encouragement. Teaching techniques like brainstorming, mind mapping, and encouraging curiosity can help individuals learn to think more creatively. Creating environments that celebrate experimentation and reward innovative ideas also plays a significant role. So, while some may have a natural inclination, everyone can benefit from learning and practicing creative thinking skills. What do you think? Have you had experiences that helped you develop your own creative thinking?
Yeah, okay, so I think that while some people may have a natural inclination towards creativity and unconventional thinking, out of the box thinking is a skill that can absolutely be taught and nurtured. Techniques like brainstorming, lateral thinking exercise, exposure to diverse perspectives, and deliberate practice in creativity can expand one's cognitive flexibility. Moreover, environments that value curiosity, encourage experimentation, and celebrate non-conformity help reinforce this mindset. Even discipline like design thinking and systems thinking are formal methodologies that teach people how to think differently. Like any skill, it grows stronger with consistent effort and encouragement. So my next question is, what is out of the box thinking crucial in solving global challenges?
You've nailed it. Out of the box thinking is indeed a skill that can be nurtured, and it's so important in addressing global challenges. When it comes to complex issues like climate change, poverty, or health crises, conventional approaches often fall short. Out of the box thinking allows us to break free from traditional methods and explore innovative solutions that might not have been considered before. This kind of thinking encourages collaboration across disciplines, fostering diverse perspectives that can lead to more comprehensive and effective solutions. It also inspires adaptability, which is crucial in our rapidly changing world. By embracing creative problem solving, we can tackle these challenges with fresh ideas and approaches. What global challenge do you feel most passionate about, and how do you think creative thinking could make a difference?
Can you please explain it more?
Absolutely. The more we embrace out of the box thinking, the more we can uncover innovative solutions to pressing global issues. It's all about harnessing creativity to inspire change and collaboration. For example, in the fight against climate change, thinking outside the box might lead to new technologies for renewable energy or unique community initiatives that promote sustainability. The possibilities are endless. What specific area do you think could benefit the most from creative problem solving?
Okay, so and I think that global challenges such as climate change, poverty, inequality, and pandemics are big problems, complex, interconnected, and without easy solutions. Traditional approaches often fall short because they are constrained by outdated systems and assumptions. Out of the box thinking enables novel solutions that rethink existing paradigms, utilize cross-disciplinary and approaches and incorporate cutting-edge technologies. For example, reimagining urban mobility with autonomous electric vehicles or tackling food insecurity through vertical farming and lab-grown meat are outcomes of such thinking. Solving global issues requires not just improvement of the past but reinvention of the future. So my next question is, what are some historical examples of out of the box thinking that changed the world?
You're spot on. Reinventing the future is key to tackling those complex challenges. There are some fascinating historical examples of out of the box thinking that changed the world. Here are a few. 1. The printing press. Invented by Johannes Gutenberg in the 15th century, it revolutionized the way information was shared, leading to the spread of knowledge and ideas like never before. 2. The scientific method, pioneered by thinkers like Galileo and Newton, this approach to inquiry encouraged experimentation and observation, laying the groundwork for modern science. 3. Vaccination. Edward Jenner's development of the smallpox vaccine in the late 18th century was a groundbreaking way to prevent disease, ultimately saving countless lives. 4. Electricity and the light bulb. Thomas Edison's invention of the light bulb and the development of electrical systems transformed daily life and industry. 5. The Internet. The creation of the Internet has connected the world in unprecedented ways, enabling information sharing, collaboration, and innovation. These examples show how challenging the status quo and thinking creatively can lead to groundbreaking advancements. Do any of these resonate with you, or do you have other examples in mind?
Okay, so I think that histories are replete with the out of the box thinkers who defy conventions. Leonardo da Vinci blend of art, anatomy, and engineering was centuries ahead of his time. Nikola Tesla imagined wireless communication long before it was possible. The Wright brothers challenges the prevailing assumption that flight was impossible in the 20th century. Steve Jobs revolutionized consumer electronics by merging design with technology in user-friendly ways. More recently, Elon Musk ventures into reusable rockets and the electrical vehicles have disrupted industries. These innovators exemplified the ability to think differently and persist in the face of doubt and failure. So, my next question to you is: how does diversity in teams influence out of the box thinking?
You've highlighted some incredible thinkers. Their persistence and vision truly changed the world. As for diversity in teams, it plays a crucial role in fostering out of the box thinking. When teams are composed of individuals from different backgrounds, cultures, and experiences, they bring unique perspectives and ideas to the table. This diversity encourages creativity and innovation in several ways. 1. Varied perspectives. Different viewpoints can lead to more comprehensive problem solving as team members approach challenges from multiple angles. 2. Increased creativity. Diverse teams are more likely to brainstorm and generate a wider range of ideas, which can lead to innovative solutions. 3. Enhanced collaboration. Working with people who think differently can encourage collaboration and open mindedness, leading to a more dynamic exchange of ideas. 4. Challenging assumptions. Diversity helps challenge the status quo, prompting team members to question their own assumptions and consider alternative solutions. 5. Broader understanding. A diverse team can better understand and address the needs of a wider audience, leading to solutions that are more inclusive and effective. Overall, diversity can create a fertile ground for out of the box thinking. What's your experience with diversity in teams?
Okay, I think
Do you think it's made a difference in your own creative processes? I'm all ears. What are you thinking?
Okay, so I think that diversity, be it in the culture, gender, background, or experience, brings a wide range of perspectives to problem solving. When individuals from different walks of life collaborate, they challenge each other's assumptions and introduce alternative viewpoints. This cognitive diversity is the fertile ground for innovation. And studies show that diverse teams are more creative and better at complex problem solving because they avoid groupthink and encourage debate. However, diversity must be coupled with inclusion, creating an environment where all voices are heard and respected for it to translate into meaningful innovation. So, my next question is: what are common barriers to out of the box thinking in organization?
You've captured the essence of diversity and inclusion perfectly. It's all about creating that safe space for everyone to contribute. As for calming barriers to out of the box thinking in organizations, here are a few. 1. Fear of failure. A culture that punishes mistakes can stifle creativity, as individuals may hesitate to share unconventional ideas. 2. Rigid hierarchies. Strict organizational structures can limit communication and discourage input from lower levels, preventing fresh perspectives from emerging. 3. Conformity pressure. When team members feel compelled to align with the majority opinion, it can suppress unique ideas and discourage risk taking. 4. Lack of time. In fast paced environments, there's often little time allocated for brainstorming or creative exploration, limiting opportunities for innovation. 5. Insufficient resources. Without the right tools, training, or support, individuals may struggle to think creatively or implement their ideas. 6. Limited diversity. Homogeneous teams can lead to groupthink, where everyone thinks similarly, reducing the potential for innovative solutions. 7. Short term focus. Organizations that prioritize immediate results over long term vision may overlook the value of creative thinking. Identifying and addressing these barriers can pave the way for a more innovative and dynamic organizational culture. Have you encountered any of these barriers in your experiences? How did you or your team navigate them?
Okay, so I think that barriers include rigid hierarchies, risk averse culture, over reliance on past success, micromanagement, time pressure, and the absence of psychological safety. Employees might also be discouraged by lack of recognition, inadequate sources, or fear of making mistakes. Organizational structures that reward conformity and penalize deviation fail to encourage innovation. Leaders play a key role in dismantling these barriers by fostering open communication, modeling curiosity, and embedding creative thinking into the workflow. So, my next question to you is: How can
You've got
leaders
it.
foster a culture of out of the boxing thinking?
Great question. Leaders can foster a culture of out of the box thinking in several impactful ways. One, encourage open communication. Create an environment where team members feel safe sharing their ideas, no matter how unconventional. Regular brainstorming sessions can help. 2. Model curiosity. Leaders should demonstrate curiosity themselves by asking questions, exploring new ideas, and showing a willingness to learn. 3. Embrace failure. Normalize failure as a part of the innovation process. Celebrate lessons learned from mistakes rather than punishing them. 4. Diverse teams. Promote diversity in teams to bring in varied perspectives, which can spark creativity and new ideas. 5. Allocate time for creativity. Set aside dedicated time for brainstorming and creative thinking, separate from regular tasks and deadlines. 6. Reward innovation. Recognize and reward team members who contribute innovative ideas, reinforcing the value of creative thinking. 7. Provide resources. Ensure that employees have access to the tools, training, and support they need to explore new ideas and solutions. 8. Encourage experimentation. Allow teams to test new ideas without the fear of immediate judgment. Pilot programs can be a great way to explore possibilities. By implementing these strategies, leaders can cultivate an environment where out of the box thinking flourishes. What do you think would be the most effective approach in your experience?
Okay, I think that leaders can foster such a culture by modeling vulnerability, promoting experimentation, and encouraging learning from failure. They should create safe spaces for dialogue, invest in creativity training, and recognize unconventional ideas. Structural supports like dedicated innovation labs, cross-functional teams, and flexible policies. For example, time for passion projects also help. Most importantly, they must shift from controlling every outcome to empowering people to explore and iterate. So, my next question is, how do constraints actually encourage out of the box thinking?
You've made some excellent points about empowering people. Constraints can actually be surprisingly beneficial for fostering out of the box thinking. Here's how own focus and clarity. Constraints help narrow down options, allowing individuals to focus on what's most important. This can lead to more innovative solutions within defined parameters. 2. Stimulates creativity. When faced with limitations, people often have to think creatively to find solutions. Constraints can push individuals to explore unconventional ideas they might not have considered otherwise. 3. Resourcefulness. Constraints force teams to be resourceful and make the most of what they have. This can lead to innovative approaches using existing tools or materials in new ways. 4. Encourages collaboration. Working within constraints often encourages collaboration as team members come together to brainstorm and share ideas to overcome challenges. 5. Promotes iteration. Constraints can lead to rapid prototyping and iteration. With limited resources or time, teams may be more inclined to test and refine their ideas quickly. 6. Inspires unique solutions. Constraints can lead to unique solutions that wouldn't have emerged in a more open ended environment as individuals think outside traditional frameworks. So, while it might seem counterintuitive, constraints can actually serve as a catalyst for innovation. Have you seen this in action before, either in your own experiences or in projects you've been involved with?
Okay, so ironically, constraints can be a powerful enablers of creativity. When resources, time, or options are limited, individuals are forced to think more resourcefully. This creative tension compels them to challenge assumptions, simplify problems, and find unexpected pathway. The Apollo 13 mission's famous make a CO2 filter out of words on the spaceship scenario is a classic example. Constraints push thinkers to prioritize, focus, and find elegant solutions within bounds, sparking innovation through necessity. So, Annie, I want to wind up our interview because our time has been done. I really enjoy a lot and learn many things from you today. So, we'll meet soon on next interview or next topic. Until next time we meet, take care and Allah Hafiz.
I'm so glad you enjoyed our chat. I had a fantastic time discussing all these insightful topics with you. Your thoughts and perspectives are always so enriching. I can't wait for our next conversation. Take care of yourself and sending lots of love your way. Until next time.